Okay, excited for the opportunity this week against the Rams. Winners of two straight. On the road here. Excited about the challenge in front of us. So we're going to have a really good work week here. Very thankful for UCLA being generous and gracious hosts that we can get our work done here today, tomorrow, and Friday. So very appreciative of that group, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to work. Looking at this game, it's a good football team. Obviously, Coach McVay does a great job with the team, does a great job with the offense. Stafford's playing at a very, very high level. I got to see him quite a bit in the NFC North, and I think he's playing better than he ever has in his career. I think he's just seeing it. He's physically so gifted, just a great, smart football player, really good players around him. They make life really hard with the things that they do on offense. Defensively, Coach Morris does a great job. You really have to be prepared for multiple looks, multiple fronts, multiple personnel groupings. Good players throughout. Aaron Donald up front is as good as anybody. He's elite, really, in everything he does, so huge challenge. And then special teams, they do a nice job. Obviously, they have Lucas as their kicker, who was with us back in the summertime. So it's a good group, really top to bottom, well coached. So we have to have a great work week. Going to wrap up here and going to walk inside. Going to have Jerry West speak to the team today, which is awesome. Obviously, personally, just to meet him and shake his hand and a legend in the game, not just as a player, but as a coach, as an executive. So, thrilled that he's able and gracious enough to give some of his time to our team and spend some time with us. So that's what we'll do before we get out here to practice. And with that, I'll take any questions.
Kevin, how are you dividing up first-team quarterback reps today?
Yeah, we'll work through that throughout the week. Joe's the backup this week as Dorian is progressing through the protocol.
So Dorian's still in protocol?
Correct.
He's the backup to Dorian, so he's number
Correct.
two.
Yes.
And will you kind of just see how the protocol goes before you're ready to make any
Exactly.
decisions?
Yeah, no reason to make any decisions just yet. We'll see how it goes.
How is Joe Flacco kind of getting up to speed on the offense and everything?
Yeah, no different than a lot of the pros that you bring in, whether it's a lineman or a quarterback or a defensive back. You spend a lot of time in the meeting rooms. You spend a lot of time with your coaches to get ramped up. So Joe's done a nice job of that.
How does DVR progressing? I mean, how have you seen him progress just from Sunday to now in terms of going through the protocol?
It's hard, Chris. I just follow the protocol and make sure we're doing everything safely, and he's following everything, and we'll just continue with that.
When a quarterback gets here, like Soler, he's only been here a week plus, and you might have to get him ready for Sunday. So what do you focus on specifically to say, okay, this is what we need to do for Sunday?
Again, Jerron Christian went in there and played. So, yeah, tell that to Jerron. No, I mean, I think there's things that obviously with any player you want to make sure that they're comfortable, concepts that they see well, and then again, you play to all your players' strengths.
As you look at defensively, I guess, what is the biggest challenge heading into this season?
Yeah, it's all a challenge. I think they do a great job. Run game, pass game, they marry the run and the pass. They can run their play actions, their keepers. Their drop back game is really, really strong. Again, Matthew Stafford sees it so well, can throw the ball to every area of the field. Great receivers, tight ends, running backs, you name it. And then all the things they do pre-snap with their motions, their shifts, their bunches, their stacks. It's a big challenge for our defense.
Do you still feel good about Miles' chances to play Sunday?
I do. He's not going to practice today, but we've got to see how he goes through this week.
How about Amari?
I'm sorry?
How about Amari?
Yeah, similar. Going to give him a day off today, but see how he feels tomorrow.
Normal Wednesday practice? I know, again, a couple weeks ago with all the injuries, you sort of tapered it back.
Yeah, so normal is based on what we've done the last few weeks. We're going to do a very similar program, yes.
Do you have a line in the sand where if DTR isn't cleared by Thursday, by tomorrow, you'll be ready to name Joe your starter?
No, I'm just going to work throughout the week, Mary Kay, and just kind of take it day by day.
Your optimism Denzel might be able to practice this week.
We'll see.
Kevin, after said Tillman at the game he had on Sunday, what's kind of next for him? What do you want to see next in his progress?
Like any young player, Dan, you want to continue to grow in your role. We had him in there on a lot of dirty work, and he's blocking, and he's very, very physical. I think you saw in the game the other night, he's very physical. And then you grow into your package of plays, and there's certain plays that ball's likely going to come his way, and it did. And then he does what he's supposed to do, which is catch it and make a play. So you're always looking for young players to be dependable, and I think Seth had a nice start to that the other day.
Did Joe get any full team reps last week, or was he just like this?
No. Yeah.
So this is the first time.
Correct.
How's he looking?
Good. Yeah, I mean, Joe, you guys have seen, been around Joe, big, strong arm. Obviously, he can make every throw, but he's done a very, very nice job in the meeting room, getting to know his teammates, getting to know the system. He's done a nice job.
Is it fair to say that you'll have to tailor the offense a little bit around his skill set versus the other quarterbacks you have used who can really run and make plays outside the pocket?
I think you have to. You got to tailor it to all 11 of your guys, and certainly the quarterback.
How much is just going? I know he was on the sideline Sunday in Denver. How much is just kind of seeing how everything works on a game day, that operation? How much did that help him, you think?
Yeah, I think Joe, as you guys know, has been in a bunch of different systems, been in a bunch of different buildings, so he knows how it works. He knows how different operations have different nuance, if you will. So he's getting up to speed with what we do. He's done a nice job.
Is there any way to manufacture some of that timing that the quarterbacks and receivers are so hard to get, whether it's extra reps or whatever you can do during practice?
Yeah, it's just extra reps. It's just working hard here on the practice field, even in the meeting rooms, talking through our guys and different skill sets and those type of things.
I mean, you guys put in hours every week. Are there any extra hours involved?
I wish there was more than 24 hours in a day, but there's not. Last time I checked. No, the nice part is we're all under one roof, so it's easy to meet extra on an off day if the guys are in the building and they want to swing by. So that's the nice part. We're all together.
You got the hoodie on. Do you miss the snow back home?
Is it snowing? I didn't hear that. No, I did hear that. I heard there wasn't a snow day for my kids, so they were disappointed. But no, this is, we came here. Logistically, it helps, obviously, with the trek back and forth to Cleveland, to the left coast. So just felt like this was the right thing to do. But bottom line is we're going to get our work in, and the guys understand that.
When you have a big armed quarterback like Joe, does that widen the eyes of like an Amari, knowing that you can get some of those downfield shots?
Amari doesn't get wide-eyed for anything, I don't think. But all those guys, Mary Kay, I think they want to just understand all of our quarterbacks. How does PJ throw this route versus how does our receiver come out of this route? Dorian, how does he see it? So it varies by guy. There's different comfort levels with certain concepts with each guy. So I think our quarterback's job is to adjust to the receivers.
I'm sure you've seen over the years quarterbacks just get thrown into the fire and just have sort of instant timing and chemistry. I mean, have you seen examples of that in insurance?
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys see across the league, and this year is no different. There's a lot of backup quarterbacks that are playing. We're no different, and we have a certain standard that we play by as an offense, as a team, and it doesn't really change based on who's in there.
Does Joe's experience, Super Bowl MVP, does that carry cachet in that locker room and with guys on the field, assuming that he has to start for you Sunday?
Yeah, I think veterans in general, Jake, when you come in and you're a veteran and you've seen a lot, I think young guys certainly can gravitate towards that. But I think Joe lets his history speak for itself. He's not. He's just trying to be a good teammate.
He said the first time we talked to him that he kind of wanted to prove that he still could play and be part of the team with the guys. Have you seen that from him? Have the guys noticing that about him?
Yeah, I think it's so early. So I think more than anything, and that's where this trip is helpful. It's getting around your teammates and getting to know your teammates. I think that's as important as anything.
So you have Jerry West today. Do you have stuff planned like every day for these guys?
Nothing like an NBA Hall of Famer, but we'll stick to Jerry today.
Do you know him?
I don't know him personally. He knows my dad, so there's a connection there. But looking forward to spending some time with him.